Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 9th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Oh, and in the comment section is a pinned comment where you can join us over on Patreon for some additional bonus content. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Capricorn not see coming for the week of August 9th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? We have clout hungry, and at the bottom of the deck we have stalker. Okay. Clout hungry. Why is clout hungry something that you do not see coming this week? Now, clout hungry is in your energy, so let's see how the reading plays out. But this is typically someone who says something or does something in order to elicit a response or a reaction from someone else. So tell me why clout hungry is here for the Capricorn collective. One more shuffle here. In your energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Tower. That's you. You're being the clout-hungry person. Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, the situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Ace of Cups, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. And that leaves the Page of Swords. I feel like, and I'm going to clarify this more, I feel like this is you this week. I'm not saying you're being like narcissistic or overly dramatic or anything like that. I think you're purposely saying something to someone or insinuating something or implying something in order to see what their reaction is or what their response is. It's like with that Page of Swords, that's your way of doing some investigation, like to confirm something that you are suspecting or you already know or that you need an answer on, but instead of being direct, you're being a little coy about this. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Star. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. You could be questioning someone here this week, but again, you're saying this in a way to elicit a response from them. So it could be something in regards to like a purchase you want to make or a purchase you've been thinking of making. And again, it's just to see this person's reaction. Or you're saying something in regards to your financial situation or maybe even debts, whether it's true or not. Again, to elicit a response from this individual. This card says stalking, but on the stalking card it says watching. So I'm wondering if you're doing this to see if this person is watching you or paying attention to what you say. I just had a conversation with him in the car on, was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. And you know when you're talking to someone, and I get it, he was driving, but still, we were parking the vehicle in a garage, and I was talking to him, and you know when you notice you're talking to someone, they're paying absolutely no attention to you. And so I just threw in the most like mundane, ridiculous thing I could have said. I was talking about egg salad, and then I chopped up pears and I put in the egg salad, and I just kept this I kept the same tone of voice and the same rhythm of the conversation, and I'm looking at him, and he's like I could tell his mind was a million miles away. So I don't know if that's how light you're being here, and I don't know why you're doing this, but you seem to be saying something to someone that I don't really think it's true. I think you're throwing it into a conversation, or again, this little passive-aggressive comment to see what their reaction is. Tower. Tell me about the Tower here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tower is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. If this is your message, you've been planning this for a while. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. You're trying to catch this person in a lie. You're trying to catch this person in a lie. That's the feeling here. You've gone as far as you could go in obtaining the information on your own. Research, looking stuff up, keeping an eye on them, whatever you've been doing, okay? And now it's like, now I have to say something. But again, you're saying something that's not true. So with the Seven of Swords card, let's just say this is a situation where your person has been cheating on you. You've already confronted it, and the two of you are in this healing process, okay? We've closed out the World on that old chapter, the Wheel of Fortune. We're in this new cycle. And you may this week, again, it's just a message I'm being given. You might say something to them this week. Let's say their affair partner's name was Bob, okay? You may say something to this week, Oh, you know what I heard this week? I heard that Bob moved to Argentina. Bob moved to Texas. Bob moved wherever. And it's to see what their response is. Bob didn't move to Argentina or Texas. You have no idea where the hell Bob is. You know what I mean? That's the feeling here. Just to see if they go, no, I just saw, oh, what were you going to say? So there's something like that here at play. You're saying something that's not true. You know it's not true, but it's because you're trying to get the truth out of someone that has previously lied to you. Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. You're luring them into a conversation and then saying something that's not true. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups is clarified by Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. You're bringing them into a conversation and then saying something in respect to how they wounded you in the past to see what their response is now. You want to see how solid, Hierophant, how honest they're being with you. Tell me more about this person. I have the 4 fixed signs here. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius for this person's energy. Tell me more about the World card. One more shuffle. Thank you. It's like you want to know if this person's being honest, pure, good intent with you, right? With that World to the Ace of Cups. Or are they repeating a past cycle with that Wheel of Fortune card? Two of Pentacles, the Devil, that's you. And the Six of Pentacles, that's exactly what you're doing. If the cross watcher is watching, I'm sorry, Capricorn, if I just let that out of the bag. But you're looking to see how they respond, how much information they tell you, if they're juggling you, what they're doing with their finances. But again, it's because you're being very clever. Queen of Swords, very clever. In fact, I think you know the answer to this already. You know the answer that you're trying to get out of them. But this week, you're trying to get them to admit it. Behind Stalker, we have Love on the Brain, and we have Travel. Some of you may be trying to figure out if this person is traveling to see someone, if they're still communicating with someone. You already know this answer. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. These tend to be very specific this week. I don't know if it has anything to do with all of the astrological configurations going on, alignments going on. I think people are looking to close out chapters, right? We are in eclipse season. And I just think everyone's very hungry for data and information and the raw truth so they know whether or not to proceed forward with something or someone. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So again, if it's not your message, don't be offended. Just check another placement. Okay. I'm sure you want to know the cards that come out for their response. 3 cards for this person's response. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the 5 of Swords. Pay attention to this person's face this week. They go from smiling to frowning. So when you're doing whatever you're doing or you're asking whatever question it is, pay attention to their face. Their face may say a lot more because they may be able to hold back. They might actually catch themselves before they say anything. So for half of you, this person's going to catch themselves before they say anything, but you're going to see it on their face. And for others of you, they're not going to show it to you on their face, but they're going to slip it out in their word. So pay attention to both what they're saying, how they're saying, and look at their face this week. So this shouldn't be done in a text or over the phone if this is your message. And look, this could be you're talking to your boss. Again, you're trying to see, are they looking to eliminate my position? So you might, again, you're going to have to apply it to your current situation. I mean, you might say on purpose in front of the boss, oh, I heard ABC Corporation is downsizing their entire marketing department. They're going with, whatever AI company or something, just to see what their facial expression is or again, how they respond or what they respond to you. But I think you're trying to catch someone in a lie. And I think most of you know the answer already or you highly suspect it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 2 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles, that's what you were here. Your advice, Page of Cups, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Say nothing. After you say what you have to say, don't elaborate. Stay silent. Let the information come to you. Sometimes in silence, people get a little uncomfortable. You know, so if you ask, if this is what you're doing this week, and this person, regardless of what their answer is, if you just stay silent and look at them, how they behave, if they get fidgety, you know, that's going to show a lot. If they change the subject, that's going to show a lot. You're going to be able to see the immaturity. And people, when put in uncomfortable situations like that, where you ask a question or you throw something out and you wait for a reaction, regardless of what they do, if you stay silent, they almost voluntarily give you the information without you realizing it. And then you'll know, Wheel of Fortune, there's that Five of Swords, whether or not this person is doing this to you again. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. It's a pretty loud message there, but that's what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, I don't know who would, but if you do and it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.